the matter of Lanphear versus Funk, case number 2021-5061 DM. If both parties could please state their name for the record, starting with the plaintiff, Amanda.
Yes, my name is Amanda Marie Lanphear.
Name, sir.
And my name is John Richard Funk.
Good morning, everyone. Today's date and time set for a hearing. This matter is being done by remote technology. The contents of this video may be the official record of a proceeding of the state of Michigan's 9th Judicial Circuit. Unauthorized duplication, distribution, alteration of said content is strictly prohibited. Today's date and time set for a pro-con. Mr. Funk was defaulted for not answering, but he's here today, so that's a good thing. So we can go forward with the testimony. I will. Ms. Lanphear, do you believe all matters are settled with regards to today? Hearing?
Yes, as far as I know, we're in agreement.
Okay. Mr. Funk, do you believe that all matters are settled today?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Then with that, I'll swear in the plaintiff, and then I'll ask her questions, and at the end, I'll ask Mr. Funk if there's anything to clarify or question. So, Ms. Lanphear, if you'll raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please state your full name, spelling your first and last name for the record.
I'm sorry, is that for me?
Yep, please state your full name, spelling your first and last name for the record. I'm sorry, I got a cold today.
No problem. My name is Amanda, A-M-A-N-D-A, Marie, M-A-R-I-E, Lanphear, L-A-N as in Nancy, P-H-E-A-R.
Okay. Ms. Lanphear, did you file a complaint for divorce on or about January 14th, 2021?
Yes.
And at the time you filed that, you've been a resident of the state of Michigan for 180 days and Kalamazoo County for at least 10 days?
Yes.
You were married on or about May 19th, 2013. Is that correct?
That is correct.
You separated on or about October 21st, 2019. Is that correct?
That is correct.
You claim there was a breakdown of the marriage relationship. Was that true when you filed?
Yes.
Is that true today?
Yes.
Can you briefly, in a sentence or less, tell me what caused the breakdown?
I would say infidelity and behavior due to alcoholism.
Based on those issues, in your mind, has the matrimonial nature of your marriage been forever broken?
Yes.
Are you currently pregnant?
No.
Is the only minor child born or adopted during the marriage Tobin John Funk on April 14th, 2014?
April 24th, 2014.
I'm sorry, April 20th. Okay, and the thing is, in the filing, it says 14th, April 24th. Okay.
Yes.
In the judgment, you are asking for, with regards to the minor child, are you asking for full legal custody?
At this point, yes.
Okay. And parenting time for Mr. Funk is no parenting time unless it can be supervised. Is that correct?
That would be my preference. There were previous issues with drunk driving with Tobin in the car and basically drinking while at home alone to the point of blackout. So then Tobin would be essentially unsupervised. I attempted to supervise parenting time, but that doesn't really work. So if the court can assist with supervised parenting time, I'm fine with that.
Well, first of all, Mr. Funk, do you agree to sole legal to mom and no parenting time at this time?
I do not, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, so maybe you haven't seen the judgment of divorce, but when I say, do we have an agreement on all issues? It sounds like you don't even know what both of you haven't discussed the issues. So is that a big no-go for you, Mr. Funk?
Perhaps I was unclear, Your Honor, but yes, I do believe then that would be an open topic for discussion.
Okay. Well, here's the problem. You have defaulted. Why did you not answer the complaint for divorce?
I guess I would have to chalk that up to ignorance. I guess I didn't understand exactly the request and therefore didn't respond in the proper manner.
Okay, are you asking this court to set aside the default?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Any objection to setting aside the default, Ms. Lanphear?
I guess my only objection would be that we previously discussed the custody issue as I included in the paperwork that I submitted. So I'm not sure why there's an issue with it at this point when we discussed this and agreed to it months ago.
Okay, he agreed to no parenting time?
Yes, I included that in the paperwork that I submitted. There was an email discussion, and I stated that I would be suing for full physical and legal custody, but would be willing to discuss that in the future if he were able to show that he were sober and was staying sober, and he agreed to those terms.
Okay. Mr. Funk, what I'll allow you to do is file a motion to set aside the default, okay?
Okay.
If you don't know what that means, you need to get an attorney. If you don't file a motion to set aside default, we'll continue forward with the pro-con. But I'll give you your chance. You'll tell me your reasons why. 95% of the time I grant it, and then this matter sounds like it's going to be set for court hearings. Whenever a child's involved, that's usually the case. Rarely have I ever seen someone agree to no parenting time. So you two can represent yourselves, or you can hire attorneys, but it's completely up to you. So I'll adjourn today's hearing. We'll hold on to the judgment. If I do not get a motion to set aside the default, then I will just go forward with Ms. Lanphear's testimony. If I do get it, we'll set it for a hearing on a Monday. If I set aside the default and there's contested issues, we'll set this matter for a pretrial. Any questions, Ms. Lanphear?
So our divorce in general would not be finalized until those hearings occur, correct?
Yes, and then if the matter comes down to what's in the best interest of the child and what is the parenting time that both of you are seeking in custody. Any questions, Mr. Funk?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll expect to see that motion to set aside the default. If I don't receive it, we'll set it for another hearing. Yeah, he's got to file a motion to set aside the default within 14 days of today. All right, I'll preserve the testimony as I've heard today, and we'll see where we're at with the new filings. Is there any questions by anybody?
No.
All right, we'll be adjourned. See you in a few weeks.
Thank you.